Okay, so you guys asked for it, okay? So, we are currently in Mutiny Bay. Now, this area hasn't changed much. Actually, it hasn't changed at all, near enough. It used to be like some sort of Knight's Kindle or something like that. I don't know. I remember they had VR. I don't remember that, but I do know that. Now, if you look, Burger King is in Mutiny Bay. Yeah, this is what I was on about earlier. This is kind of surprising because you would have thought something else would have been there, but it's not. Okay, so over here, a bit unusual sight is not currently at Alton Towers anymore, but the Flume, as you can see, used to be owned by Imperial Leather. It was one of the two rides they've done over the two parks. They had Bubble Works at Chessington. And then the Flume Unplugged by Imperial Leather at Alton Towers, and this is the ride that's standing in front of me at the moment. Now the ride, if we look, no, up here. When I got, hang on, technology at its finest. Okay, so if we look, it featured rubber duckies. Now, the whole initial thing was bath time with attitude. And yes, you would have thought a wooden roller coaster has gone in a concrete place that was filled with water, because this is actually located where the Wicker Man is now. And going back to the Flume, you were travelled around in bathtubs that had Alton Towers at the front. You know how weird that is? Just it had a good theme to it. It had bathtubs. It was also had a world record, because Merlin likes doing world records, for the longest log flume in the world, which went all the way back through the woods. And Imperial Leather made a good, it made a good thing of it. Now, if we move across from Burger King, this whole area looks different. What does this say? Is this like a bulletin board? Catania Canyon actually had something. Now, if we go to Catania Canyon, all the way up here, keep going up. Now, as you can see, what we do not see in the park anymore are those things there, and that is the waterfall that the 2009 Google thing. That is the waterfall that the Congo River Rapids, as you can see, actually go through. That is the rocky bit of the Congo River Rapids, and that was the best part about Congo River Rapids. Unfortunately, they had to be closed due to 2019. They had to be closed because of an incident which happened quite a few years before, where a little girl fell into a stream at Drayton Manor on another Congo River Rapids ride, which is now back open at Coralside Bay, which is also. Now, if we go back, right, so that's the whole Mordred's, that is the whole of, that actually was called, at one point, it was actually, Battle Galleons and the Flume was actually called Aquapark, Aqualand, which I think is pretty cool. Now, if we, what? Huh? Now, this area looks different. Way different. What the? Now, I'm saying what the, but this thing here, this is a tent. Yes, it looks cheap, but it actually wasn't. It was an indoor roller coaster. Wow. It was a roller coaster which was on the outside, but had a roof over its head. Let's just say that. So it was good for weather changes. There was even a KFC. I didn't even realise that. There's a KFC. Kind of reminds you of Fort Park at this point. Now, this roller coaster, oh, the theming's not there, was actually called the Black Hole. Now, the Black Hole was an indoor roller coaster, dark. It featured a really bad soundtrack, not to lie. It was the worst ever. And it my screen's just telling me how many megabytes this is. Am I going down megabytes? Oh, okay, fine. So, if you join me in the next video, I will tell you everything about this ride and the whole of X sector. I will see you there.